Hey everyone, welcome to TSD's Reviews and Stuff. So today I'll be doing a review on the Apple AirPods Pro. Now in this video I'll be covering a couple of things like the price, build quality, look, the fit, a few features, touch controls, battery life, and of course the sound. So I will be comparing my Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless Earbuds first gen with my AirPods Pro in a few key areas. So without wasting any time, let's get right into this video. So first of all, let's talk about the price. Now in India, these things cost you around 25,000 rupees on Apple's official website. And if you get it on Amazon, it'll cost you around 21,000 rupees. And on Flipkart, it'll cost you 19,000 rupees. Now I know for a pair of wireless earbuds, it's pretty expensive because Apple AirPods are part of the top tier wireless earbuds category. Since these are expensive, I will be nitpicking a lot in a few areas so that you will get to know by the end of this video whether these things are worth it for you or not. Do they meet the requirements that you want in a pair of wireless earbuds? Let's find out. So now let's talk about the build quality. So right off the bat, the AirPods Pro feels super premium. They are made of this extremely good quality plastic which does not feel hollow at all, which is a big plus point. Reason, it adds weight to the overall case of the earbuds. Holding the case in the hand is super fun and has a great feeling. But that's not the best part about these earbuds. The best part about this case is the metallic hinge. Now, why is this a big plus point? Well, I had the Sennheiser Momentum TWS. I'll be referring to that in the future. Um, After 8 months of use, the hinge broke off. The reason was because it was made out of this mediocre quality of plastic, and there was literally no support, no metal part at all, and it broke off. This is such an important feature, especially in AirPods, where the lid also has a function. And I really wish that the OEMs take this into consideration and apply the same thing in the future of wireless earbuds. It's really important because it gives the customer a sense of reliability with these earbuds, as they know that these earbuds will last for a long time because the case has this metallic hinge and will not break. So that's a big plus point in my opinion. Also, the AirPods Pro themselves have an updated design compared to the AirPods second gen and the first gen. They have a shorter stem and they have silicone ear tips. Now, in terms of the looks, the AirPods Pro are pretty unique looking. They have this round appearance which feels so great, and it just feels just amazing when you hold this in your hand. Everything that they've managed to put inside this small form factor, I think that's insanely good. Also, since it's a very compact design, you put it in your pocket and there's literally no bulge. It is really gives you a stealthy look by taking such a small space. Whereas some other earbuds which have huge cases, which are like twice the size of AirPods Pro and thicker than this, they take up so much space in your pocket that it bulges out, and you can see that. So it looks quite weird, whereas with the AirPods Pro it doesn't. So I think Apple did a pretty good job here. So overall, not only the aesthetics have been nailed, but the overall size of these earbuds and all the stuff that they managed to put inside it have been nailed by Apple, which is extremely good. Now let's talk about the fit. So AirPods Pro have a very ergonomic design and fit. These feel extremely comfortable when they're in your ears, and when you're doing your regular stuff like just listening to music, sitting around, walking, these earbuds do a very good job. Now they do come with different size silicone ear tips, so I highly recommend you checking them all out to see which one fits your ears properly and which one does not, because these things have a huge impact on the way your earbuds sound and the overall fit. So that's really important. Also, the good feature is that iPhones have this feature, like whenever you try the new earbuds, especially the AirPods Pro, you will get to know how they actually fit. The software which itself will check whether your earbuds fit perfectly inside your ear and whether they provide the proper seal or not. So that's a very big plus point in my opinion, and it's a great feature. So in terms of fit, they're pretty comfortable. You can use while listening to music, sitting around, and even walking. It's really comfortable. However, if you do any rigorous exercise or even jogging, these earbuds simply fail to stay in your ears for a long period of time. Now, the reason is sweat. So, the moment you start sweating, your earbuds will start moving within your ears like that. I mean, you will get the sensation because they're actually moving. And after a while, let's say less than a minute, you'll notice that your earbuds are popping off out of your ears. So that's a very big downside to these earbuds. But if you're strictly looking for a gym earbuds or something, which gives you an extremely good fit, I'd recommend getting the Powerbeats Pro. Two reasons. Number one is that they're priced almost exactly like the AirPods Pro, which is a very big thing. Secondly, according to different reviewers, they've all said the sound quality of the Powerbeats Pro is really good, pretty close to the AirPods Pro. I'll talk about the sound quality later in the last part of this video. But so if you're looking for something that offers you a very good fit, and you're an athlete or a person who loves fitness, you need to get the Powerbeats Pro. They'll do a much better job in terms of fit. So now let's talk about the features that come equipped with the AirPods Pro. First thing is the Lightning connector. Personally, I'm not a fan of this. Although I know that Apple is trying to focus on iOS users or iPad users, the ones with the Lightning connector, because then they don't have to use a separate cable. If you're an iPhone user, or if you're going to get an iPhone in the future, then it's going to be fine. Whereas if you're an Android user and the only Apple devices you have is either the iPad Pro, the iPad Air 4th Gen, or the MacBooks. If you have only any of those things as your main Apple device, then you're not going to get the same experience. You have to have Lightning connector along, or you need to adjust accordingly. So that's a kind of a letdown in my opinion. But the good thing is that the case for the AirPods Pro can be charged wirelessly. So I think that kind of solves it. Now again, it's not as fast as using a cable. So, but you do get an option of charging it wirelessly, which is expected at this price point. So I mean, that's great in my opinion. But still, I'd really love if they actually implemented a USB-C connector here. So next, let's talk about Bluetooth. So these things come equipped with Bluetooth 5.0. Now, here's the important thing. Don't underestimate the Bluetooth 5.0. I know the latest one is Bluetooth 5.2, but the thing I'm going to talk about now complements this in a huge way. Apple's H1 chip. This means a couple of things. First off, it means that better battery life. More on that later. Secondly, ANC and transparent mode, that's activated with the H1 chip, and also efficient Bluetooth connectivity and range. But one feature which is really exciting and very powerful is simple and fast switching between your Apple devices via iCloud. Now, the name itself suggests that if you have multiple Apple devices logged under the same iCloud account, you can seamlessly switch between different devices while using a AirPods Pro, and that is such a big feature in itself that it proves the authenticity of Apple's ecosystem and how powerful it is compared to the Android competition. So that's a really big plus point. Now, of course, I didn't have the opportunity to try this out because the only Apple device I use is the MacBook Air. So I didn't have that, I couldn't test that feature out, but it looks really promising, and I think it's going to play a big role in deciding whether you want to get into Apple ecosystem or not. Now, I don't know if this is a feature of the H1 chip, but the latency has been reduced significantly on the AirPods Pro. Now, while watching videos and movies, it's going to be like perfect. No lip sync delay at all, and everything will just be perfect in my opinion. I've tried this out; it's great. But one feature which is such a big thing, gaming. So before trying these out, I was expecting some sort of lag while using these earbuds. However, when I actually tried these out and I played Call of Duty Mobile, it worked so well that I didn't even notice half a second delay, not even that. It was such a good experience in playing my Call of Duty Mobile with the AirPods Pro wireless. Alright, this is just insane. I'm not sure like what other earbuds offer the same thing, but for my testing AirPods, I think this is just insane. What Apple has achieved with the AirPods Pro, it's just mind blowing. Trust me, it's an amazing feature that they've added. Because I know there are a lot of gamers out there who have an iPhone, but you have to use a dongle just to get that zero lag while playing games. But you don't have to face that same issue again because of the AirPods Pro. So Apple, good job. Now, the next thing is IPX4 dust and water resistant. So these days it's a very common feature and that's to be expected at this price. So yeah, I mean it's great. It provides you resistance from water, like from rain and sweat. But that doesn't mean you can drop these in water. All right, they're not certified for that. Next, there is no app. So for iOS users, it's very convenient because everything you can control inside your control center, your volume, your transparent mode, noise cancellation, or just off, and changing the EQ within the iPhone settings or iPad settings. So that's good enough for them. But one problem is that I think this is a big problem, and this will make or break the deal. For Android users or for those Android users whose only Apple product is a MacBook, this is a this is a very big negative. That is because you will not be able to update your earbuds, and I think that's the same case with the MacBook users. Also, you will not be able to change the functions, like how to control these earbuds, how to change the various functions. You can't do that, and you can't even choose the middle ground between ANC and transparent mode. You can't disable both of them. You either have to use ANC or transparent mode. That is one problem. And the other one is, of course, you can't update these. So I mean that's such a big problem in my opinion, that even with Mac OS you can't do that for some reason. Apple, why can't you update the earbuds with the MacBooks? I mean, this is an Apple device. This is such a big thing, and in spite of that, you can't do that. This is a disappointment. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, if you want to use these, you need to have an iPad or an iPhone. That's the only way you're gonna get the full potential of the AirPods Pro. Otherwise, just use this. So now talking about the ANC, I think these earbuds do a very good job. The difference between off and toggling on ANC, you will notice a sudden and a significant drop in noise, and all of a sudden everything will be silent around you. However, just like any other earbuds or headphones out there, these AirPods Pro are not perfect in terms of ANC. You will still be able to make out someone's watching TV, or there's a conversation going on, there's traffic. It will not block everything out there. Right? There's some frequencies that will manage to pass through the mics, and you will be able to hear it. And also, since these are not headphones, some sound will go through. So yeah, that's something you need to keep in mind. But I feel that Apple has done a very good job in terms of ANC. It makes a difference and it works. Also, talking about that, transparent mode is very good on this. You will notice a significant increase in the surrounding sound. You will be able to make out who's talking to whom or what they're saying, and you can even make conversations while music is playing. However, in my opinion, I feel that the transparent mode on the Sennheiser's TWS is way better than AirPods. Reason is simple. You get more natural voice, and everything just feels, overall it feels really natural when you use your Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless earbuds. Whereas with the AirPods, I mean, it sounds great, but your voice feels a little robotic and artificial. But still, as the name suggests, transparent mode, I think Apple does a good job. It does what it needs to, and you will be pretty satisfied in my opinion. But the best part about the ANC and transparent mode is that you will not notice any drop in sound quality or volume. So that is such a big plus point in my opinion. So there's nothing to be, I'd say, worried about, because in terms of these features, AirPods do a very good job. Now, next thing in this review I wanted to add was call quality. So the call quality with the AirPods Pro is pretty good. I use it for meetings on Google Meet and Zoom, and it works just fine. The receiver hears my voice perfectly, and I also hear them just fine. Also, according to some reputable reviewers out there, they say that the AirPods Pro, just AirPods in general, have the best mics for call quality. I think that's true. So I'm pretty satisfied with this overall call quality. You won't notice a big difference at all. So I think it's fine. Now, let's talk about the touch controls. Now, they are a little inconvenient and awkward, but they work 100% of the time. So on the AirPods, this on the stem, you have this little bar or this depression. It is known as the force sensor, and when pressed on, triggers a function which either plays, pause, or skips your music. Single tap on either earbud to play or pause your music, double tap to skip to the next song, and triple tap to go back to the previous song. And to shift between ANC and transparent mode, press and hold any of the stems. That's by default. Using an iPhone, you can change that into CD for that matter. I mean, if you're an Android user, you won't be able to do that at all. So that kind of sucks. So now let's talk about the battery life. Now, this is really, really great. From my own usage, I was easily able to get 4 hours from a single charge using the ANC. That's pretty close to the advertised battery life. Now, I don't play all the time using my earbuds, nor I, have meetings for more than 1.5 hours. So other than that, I just, sometimes listen to the music, or they're just in my ears while the ANC is turned on. So I mean, in terms of that, I think I'm getting same battery life as advertised. So I'd consider that as a pretty good thing. But again, it depends on how you use your earbuds. So it's not going to be the same for you. It may be the same. You may get more hours, you may get less. So, I mean, the difference won't be more than half an hour. But it's great, man. This case gives you additional 18 hours of battery life, which is also very good. Unlike my Sennheisers, which had this horrible battery drain. When after a few days you open up your earbuds, they're dead already. Whereas with the AirPods Pro, you don't have that problem. It just works fine. The battery on this thing is amazing. Standby mode is spectacular, just like on iPhones and MacBooks and iPads. So I mean, that's great. So you won't be worried about the battery life at all. And I feel that these earbuds are the definition of reliability in terms of battery life. Now, guys, let's talk about the main feature of the AirPods, and that is the sound. So without dramatizing it, I'll just straight away get to the point. These sound great. Alright, they have a very clean sound profile, very well balanced mids, highs, and lows. The voice comes in clean. The highs, they're pretty good. I mean, they're not the best, I'd say, but I think they do a pretty good job in terms of highs. And the bass is there. Yes, unlike the AirPods second generation or the first generation, you do get pretty good bass out of these earbuds. But don't expect mind-boggling, head-shaking bass at all. No, these are earbuds. They don't give you that kind of sound quality. But the sound profile is very, I'd say, it's like very default kind of thing. If you understand what I'm saying, it's it's not leaning towards any sort of sound signature. I'm not an audiophile, so I can't really explain it in the best way possible, but I feel that the overall sound quality is such that the majority of the users with specific genre preferences will like these AirPods. Some of them might be slightly disappointed with the sound quality because, you know, like some will say that this doesn't have enough of bass. Some will say that, you know, the highs are not that great. They sound very defaultish in my opinion. But overall, I think the best part about these earbuds is that they sound clean. All right, and then within the EQs, within different, let's say Spotify or YouTube Music or anything of the sort, you can customize your EQs, and you can just change the way you want to hear the sound. So that's fine. There's one big plus point, and that is the adaptive EQ, which tunes in according to how your ears sound. It does all of that automatically. There's no prompt or anything like that, so you won't even notice that you've actually tuned it. Overall, in terms of sound quality, me personally, I'm happy. But I know many people say that earbuds are meant to be for any sort of thing which is revolves around audio, is always supposed to be about audio. Now, this is coming from a user who's used different type of earbuds and headphones, great quality headphones and earbuds. I noticed that I believe that the sound quality is not very significant now. What is more significant is the reliability. Alright, the reliability factor is something that you can depend on. That is way more important than sound quality. I've been using the Sennheiser Momentum TWS. The sound quality is spectacular. I still feel that they sound better than the AirPods Pro. But apart from the touch controls, they're just horrible. Alright, the battery life is atrocious. The case is made out of this horrible plastic, like I already discussed about, and the fit is also pretty bad. So the reliability factor in the Sennheisers, it's completely non-existent. Whereas with the AirPods Pro, this is what it's all about. If you're an iOS user, it's the ease of use and reliability that you get from these earbuds. That's very important. Now, yes, sound quality is important. If sound quality is trash, these earbuds are trash. But AirPods Pro sound great. They're not trash by any means. They don't have a specific sound signature, something that audiophiles love, but these AirPod Pros are such that it's great. From my own experience, after using Sennheisers, I think these are great, and I definitely recommend them. So finally, I'll conclude by saying that if you're looking for some all-rounder type of earbuds which are extremely reliable and sound pretty awesome, I think you should get these as soon as possible. And if you're even trying to jump into the Apple ecosystem, yeah, these are a must-have. So guys, that's pretty much with this review. I hope you enjoyed this and found this helpful. And if you have any other question regarding these earbuds, you can let me know down in the comments. I'll assist you as soon as possible. And let me know your experience with the AirPods Pro. Are you getting them or not? And if you already have, do discuss about how your experiences with your AirPods Pro. So that's pretty much it. If you like this video, you know the drill, you know what to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.